Somebody once told me the world was going to roll me. I'm not the sharpest tool in really playing games. The Fall of Plaguestone. I'm Graham and I play Thugrin Barkbiter, the Dwarven Druid.
And I'm Sarah. I play Lyra Lazarine, the half-elf ranger whose new weapon is a mattress.
It's true.
Flawless.
I'm Brian. I play Linabellus, the halfling barbarian.
I'm Garrett. I play Ruckus, the goblin bard.
I'm Ross. I play Aviana, the human wizard.
And I'm also Ross. I play Arda, the human champion.
And I'm Patrick. I play the ghost of Talmor, who was subdued through righteousness and magic and a straw mattress.
Well done.
Last time, you returned to Etrin's Folly from your fight against Halid. You notified Sheriff Rolf Garley of the information you had implicating Halid in Bort's death, and promised Tamley that you would find the mysterious V who ordered Bort's death. You then set about investigating claims that minions of the dread Whispering Tyrant's minions were here in town, given to you by Sir Lauren Krent, a former Knight of Lastwall, and, as the book says, an ex-paladin. Investigating the house that he directed you to, you found the ghost of his comrade in arms, Talmor, along with a holy symbol of Iomade that was the source of the ghost's distress. You also beat the ghost with a mattress. Arter spoke further with Krent and discovered that Krent lost his nerve, abandoned Talmor and the rest of his regiment, and hid for most of the terrible battle following the Whispering Tyrant's escape from his prison of Gallowspire. When Krent returned to the battlefield, he found his old friend torn to pieces, and in his despair, took Talmor's holy symbol instead of giving his friend a proper burial, causing the haunting. To right this wrong, you buried Talmor's holy symbol in the kind of place he would have wanted to be laid to rest, next to a gently flowing river. Grateful for your help, Krent presented you with 2 minor healing potions, a potency crystal talisman, and to Arter, he gave his magical longsword of a Knight of Lastwall, saying that he was happy to know that someone still adheres to the teachings of their order. So what are you going to do next?
Ooh.
What time of day is it? Is it the same day?
It is the same day. So it is currently, I forgot to mention this last time, it is the first day of Serenith. And I think it's late afternoon, getting close to evening.
Okay.
And Ruckus is back.
Ruckus has awakened from his all-day slumber. Sometimes goblins need to sleep a lot.
Aw, poor guy.
Why we spend so much time in caves?
And then I think the general plan was to go tomorrow morning with the elf. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, to the elf.
And then she will take us elsewhere.
Yeah, and we have to do that super early.
Did we have anything that we wanted to do before tomorrow morning, though?
Is there anybody we haven't met in town yet?
I mean, there are plenty of unnamed NPCs.
Yes, we have met everyone important.
Yep.
Then we
Are
know
them
right
unnamed
now.
with a V?
There are. I mean, if you want to ask around about people whose name starts with a V.
No, but didn't the detective person say that he cross-referenced everybody, and no name started with V that he remembered?
That was
Yes,
Rolf,
a thorough
right?
investigation.
No.
So I think we can
I mean,
determine that about
he-
half the town
he-
is starts with a V.
He said that about the caravan.
But surely if he thought that about a caravan, he would have considered that about the town too, right?
Yeah, he seems super smart.
He is very good at his job.
Like he's a really good detective. He would have figured that out before.
How long would it take to get to the to get through Halid's tunnels?
You could get back in at least, at most an hour.
Yeah, we want to find the meeting place, right?
It's totally doable to go back and come back before it's even too terribly late.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing for us to do.
Yeah.
Because you kind of know where all the traps are and stuff.
Let's do that.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
Get out
So
of
you,
here.
I'm just going to say that you go back to the feed mill,
Hey.
where you discover that Ruckus is now awake and would like
Hey.
to join you on this quest, presumably.
Oh yeah.
How was your
What I
nap?
Good.
What?
I had the strangest dreams.
Do you need a poultice or a herbal remedy for that? Strange dreams can bring dark potence.
Were any of us in it?
Yeah, and there was this ghost and this mattress.
You're having prophetic dreams, Goblin. That's just what happened. Quick, do you know who V is?
No, I don't think that's happened yet.
It's getting to your brain. You're addled. Soon you'll lose the ability to talk or think. You'll be just a gibbering lump of flesh.
I mean, he's a fantastic fortune teller. He can tell things that happen at the present time as they're happening.
He can predict the present.
More useful than you think.
Well, let's get
Definitely don't want to play cards against you.
Should we be on our way then?
Yeah, let's be on our way.
Move on.
Oh, and could we say that the act of putting Talmor to rest counts as what's the word? Suitable refocusing activity for me?
Sure, yes. I think absolutely.
Makes sense.
All right, so you head back to Halid's hideout. You make your way back. There are no more traps along the way, except the ones that are already sprung. And eventually you find yourselves in the room where you fought him. Let's see. There's no dog. There's no dead Halid. There is a dog, just not Thugrin's dog.
Okay.
Do we have a picture of, or we have a description of the map, don't we?
Yes. It depicts a cave helpfully labeled hideout. We are here, I think, next to a shape that might be a pond, further supporting my argument. From there, a winding path passes through a V-shaped chamber before ending in what appears to be a clearing with a tree stump labeled drop point.
Is that a path straight ahead?
Through the forest.
There sure is. A path straight ahead.
Maybe Lyra should go ahead. The ranger of the party. Trying to scout ahead. Seems like a thing you should do.
Didn't we try this last time? It didn't work
I
out so well.
can't. I might need a little bit of, I don't know. I might need a little healing before I just scout ahead. Because I feel like this is...
Actresses on the path.
Yeah.
Lay on hands.
6 hit points.
All right.
And Ruckus, you should get whatever hit points you added, because the character sheet does not automatically add it.
Oh, yes,
So whatever
I see that.
whatever your class hit points are, and then for sleeping the night,
Okay.
you get your level times your Constitution modifier, minimum 1.
All right. Okay. I feeling good.
Good.
So I will scout ahead, maybe 50 feet ahead. Not too far.
Okay.
Not too far. I'm slow as hell.
All right, so I imagine you are using the
Scout
scout
ahead.
activity. So the scout activity, I believe, gives you a bonus to perception checks, or it may just be straight a bonus to initiative. So you can be sort of scouting around. You can be focusing on like seeing each individual thing, which is more perception based, or you can be attempting to actually. At the start of the next encounter, every creature in your party gains a +1 circumstance bonus to their
She does
initiative
a
rolls.
call out.
Or you can be focusing on stealth, whatever kind of approach you would like to take.
If I focus on stealth, do we not get that bonus to initiative?
No.
Well,
But you would be less likely to be seen on account of rolling a stealth check.
yeah. Well, we'll just we'll try the perception approach.
Okay.
I usually stealth, so let me try this.
So the scouting and not the slow sort of exploration.
Yeah, famous
Well,
last words. Let's see.
Okay. Hold on. You can also search for things like hazards and things like that. So if you want to do that, you would probably be the best person for that.
Yeah, so
That might be
I'm sort of describing search, scout, and stealth.
Okay, so that might be
As you would
that.
like to do.
That if I had been searching when I found the tripwire, I might not have done that. I might not have hit. Is that kind of
No, so
Or-
for hazards, you will always get a perception check. I will always roll a perception check for you. There are some hazards that require you to be searching, and in some circumstances, you might get like a lower DC, or I might give you 2 checks or something along those lines. Or obviously, there may be things that you cannot find, like hidden things, if nobody is searching the area. You know, if you're going through like Halled's basement, right? If nobody's searching, you're not going to find things that are in his cupboards. You wouldn't have found the thing under the bed if you had just like scouted your way through it.
Okay, so searching,
or
we're
just
looking for
stealthed your way
something
through it.
specific or something. You're looking.
And you do move more slowly when you search.
Okay, that will probably be the best if we're looking for the specific thing. So I need to write this stuff down so I remember stuff. Okay, I'll search.
Okay, so you are, and I'm going to roll you a perception check here.
Can I follow the expert and like help her search?
Hazard.
Can you do that on a non-skill check?
Is it?
Because presumably she is an expert at perception.
I don't think so. With the
Am I
feat
not?
you got an expert in survival. I think you're just regular in perception at this point.
Yeah, you could do that with, you match their tactic or attempt similar skill checks. I think that actually kind of makes sense, but if you do follow the expert, it is...
The ally must be at least an expert in that skill. Okay. That's the
yeah,
thing.
it's not really, perception is not
Someone
really
who has a
skill.
higher proficiency ranking.
Yeah,
You're
although, I
helping
mean,
them out.
I'm pretty sure Lyra is an expert at perception.
It's more like, it's not, follow the expert isn't something that you do to help someone else do something. It's something that everyone in the party does
Yeah.
if they don't think that they are good enough to do something by themselves that everyone has to do. Like, if everyone wants to avoid notice, but, you know, me, I'm wearing my noisy armor. We could follow the expert there, and that would make me have to roll the check, but I would be rolling for everybody, and so there would be less of a chance of failure overall.
Significantly lowers the chance of anybody rolling an @1.
Oh.
So Lyra, you're going to scout ahead and search. Does anybody else want to do anything, or are you just going to wait for her?
I will just defend and hold up my shield, ready for anything to come at me.
Okay.
I will scout for that initiative bonus.
Alrighty. So Lyra, how far ahead of people are you going to go?
I
And are
was,
the rest of you going to follow her?
At a distance, yeah.
I was thinking like 50 feet.
Yeah. Follow her.
Turns for more than 3 turns. Well, I guess you could move and almost get there in a turn.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll be fine, I guess.
Okay. So you head out, and this is, I mean, so does anything change when you have gone a mile and found absolutely nothing? The path continues ahead of you, but you have just walked through the forest.
It's just
for
a
mile.
straight path.
You could.
We're basing this on.
I mean, it's winding, but it's not branching or anything like that. It's a footpath at this point, almost like a game trail.
Have to walk or winding.
Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll kind of go back towards the group and be like, well, I'm not finding anything. Do we want to keep going, or do we want to...
This is clearly the path. I say we keep going.
I mean, we have a map. I know it's not a good map, but
It's not to scale.
like even if it's really badly off scale, I'm assuming this is kind of guessing by the description, but a mile seems like way too far.
Well,
Like no matter how bad you drew that map, it
Unless
wouldn't
it's
be...
2 miles. But wouldn't that be like out of... I don't know how big this town is, but...
I mean,
what does the map
2
say
miles isn't
again?
so
If
bad.
you go, there's a pond, there's a tree, and
It says a winding path passes through a V-shaped chamber before ending what appears to be a clearing with a tree stump labeled drop point.
a V-shaped chamber,
But my
which implies inside.
question, this was not a tree stump, was it?
that thing
No,
over
it
Okay.
is. It is a
Full-ass
a
tree.
dead willow, one might say.
Could it mean like
house.
a willow? A dead willow?
No, it ends in a tree stump.
Wait, is it a willow or a villo?
Hmm.
The villo, huh? It's like that movie, The Vivid.
Anyone
No.
who would like to can make me a survival check.
You're good at those now, like really good at those.
I know.
Like,
Wait,
really,
I'll
really
do it.
good.
It's not a hidden or...
No, just
See,
roll.
Anybody can do it, right?
Want to survive.
Or one
Yeah,
person.
I mean, if you have a -1, maybe don't. But
Ugh. I rolled low. Jeez.
so, Lena, you take this this map and you look at it, and it actually occurs to you that maybe the pond was this, and then
Mhm.
maybe the V-shaped chamber was this,
And that...
and he just didn't bother drawing the second pond.
That's more of a
Right.
U-shaped chamber.
Jerk.
It's not really a V. Like, if anything,
Wow.
maybe this is the
You
V-shaped
did-
chamber.
They did say that it wasn't the most accurate map.
I mean, he's not probably the best artist.
It is
Maybe-
literally described as crude.
Maybe he just doesn't know his letters.
Crude map.
He probably doesn't know how to read, so...
Alright, let's head back.
Yeah, let's go back. And
But then why the
so-
path?
There are
This
paths
is the path.
in the
'Cause
woods.
This
There are bats in the woods. Surely you must know this.
So the
I don't believe ya.
implication, Lena, does not. The implication was you didn't miss the V-shaped chamber. You did, in fact, go through what you think is the V-shaped chamber. And then there was a path. You've just gone a mile and haven't found anything yet.
So what does it say after the V-shaped chamber part?
It goes to the clearing.
A clearing and a
There's a stump there.
so this is the clearing and this is the drop.
Did we ever search
No.
the willow?
Yes, we did because it was
The willow is not a stump. I
Okay.
will tell you that.
correct.
It is a dead tree, definitely not a stump.
Definitely not stone.
So
So
we can go for another. Thank you.
If it's a crude drawing though, how do we know it's a tree stump?
It says I think it says, I don't know. Maybe it's written out in words.
Tree stump.
Have any of us gone in this water?
No.
Expecting to
not.
find a sword and a lady.
But what? I just
We
want to
found the
know
sword in the water, but that was different water.
who's good at swimming.
What is that? Like, or
Maybe.
no, I know it's.
Maybe there's something in the water.
Let's continue on for a while.
What?
Let's see what we have.
Okay, we can continue going down this.
All right. So it takes you about another 15 or 20 minutes, and you think it's maybe another mile when you come upon a small clearing.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I
was
was
See, it
wrong.
was 2
That was
miles.
very wrong.
In this clearing, there is a large and hollow tree stump.
We did
So-
it.
This is what happens
Save
when
the
you
city.
doubt yourself. So
It wasn't a
Find her.
conspiracy after all.
I'm so disappointed.
I'll
I think
examine
it's
the
time
tree
to investigate.
Alrighty.
Is that a secret thing?
I'm assuming that means everyone wants to search the area.
yeah.
I will roll some perception checks for you. And that's weird. It said no character was found for Ruckus, and then it. Oh no, Ruckus, did you change your character name?
Oh, sorry. 1 sec. I see what I need to
Change
do.
your name.
I
What should we call
There,
you
does that
now?
It does. My search runs on your character name.
yeah, no
I mean,
worries. Sorry, I had a bunch of extra letters. I leaned on the keyboard or something with the wrong thing in the.
Ruckus.
So you take some time and you search high and low, in and out, left and right, up and down, very thoroughly in and out of the tree stump, and you find nothing of interest.
Is there like a path on the opposite side of the clearing, or like any other entrance into the clearing that looks
Nope.
trodden?
Maybe the drop hasn't been made, or it's already been picked up.
Well, I assume it's already been picked up. Since this V person said that they had all that they needed.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make a survival check to look for another path, you could do that, and that would be secret.
What about to look for tracks leading away from this?
I'll roll those into one.
I'll look for.
I'll also do a look see.
Right, so Lena and Lyra. Whoops.
Aviana.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll say a
And,
prayer.
Say a little prayer for you.
Refocus again.
Aviana. Oops. Yeah, you don't see anything in the way of tracks.
Yuck.
Other than, I mean, you find a couple of animal prints in a bit of mud on the side, but you don't find any shoe prints or anything along those lines. And it's it doesn't foreclose the possibility that people have come here in other ways. They just would have had to walk through the woods.
I cast Read Aura on the stump.
Okay. It is a mundane stump.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Worst kind.
It is as if a tree died and left a stump.
Truly a tragedy.
I'm wondering if
So
Noala
we're gonna say a
will
prayer for the tree.
maybe be helpful in letting us know if there's anybody of importance that might have a V in their name, because isn't she like interested in the town even though she doesn't live in town?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. So maybe we should ask her about that when we meet up with her.
I suppose it can't hurt.
I don't think this V lives in town.
Yeah, so, well, maybe she'll know people, since she doesn't live in the town, maybe she'll know some people around the area, but not in town, possibly.
Well, yeah, because if you recall, we talked to somebody who said like they didn't think that anybody would have the means to be able to buy all of these reagents in town, right? And I feel like if you would, if you knew people in town, some of the people you'd know would be the wealthiest people. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like they hide, wealthy people like hide in the shadows and nobody knows them. Usually.
Ooh, unless it's ill-begotten wealth, and they're keeping it in secret. Tax evasion.
Secret billionaires.
But usually people buy stuff with that gold, right?
Like
I don't know.
Reagents.
Public indications of wealth usually come up from some kind of wealth.
Yeah. Well, this is obviously the drop point, most likely, but...
Should we do a little ambush? See if V comes back here?
No. I don't think they're going to be coming back.
Yeah,
They
why would...
said they had all that they needed. And they've probably, you know, for all we know, they know about Halid's death and are well enough away on their own.
Why do you have to make so much sense?
That's what happens when you read a lot.
If we go back.
Alright, I think that we should head back to town, rest up. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day.
Maybe we can start another fight. That was fun.
I mean,
Alright.
died.
So you head back to Utrin's Folly. Make your way back to the feed mill. Would you like to go in the feed mill? Or are you just heading to bed?
What time is it?
It's about probably getting toward the end of dinner.
I would like to go see Cookie, see what he's got cooking.
How's our boar coming? Or
Well, you had some bacon this morning. They seem to be making some use of it.
Wait, bacon comes from pigs?
what you're saying is they're not serving it up too?
Well, the feed mill is not, no. Oh, and the boar is not currently being used in Cookie's stew, if that's what you meant.
I think Lyra is just gonna go get a strong drink and some food that doesn't involve turnips, and is going to go into her room and eat and think about the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Brooding.
I would also like to go to the general store if it's still open.
It is.
Great.
Delma is happy to sell you things that she has.
Does it close promptly at 10 o'clock?
It closes whenever she goes to bed, basically. If she's there, she will sell you things.
Alright. I would like to buy a bandolier.
Okay.
Another
Good
steel.
good choice.
Another steel shield.
Okay.
A grappling hook. Healer's tools. And you know what? That's probably gonna be it.
She will sell you all of those things for standard price.
Awesome. Yeah.
Anybody else have any plans?
Oh,
Whatever they have that's not turnip related.
and I'll buy another
Another what?
pint of oil. I pretty much, I using the lantern the past few nights has kind of depleted my oil supply. So
Yeah, she can sell you some oil.
How much is a minor healing potion or lesser or whatever?
She does. Actually, now that you say that, I think that is the only magical thing she sells.
Potion.
Let me look here and make sure she. She has 3 minor healing potions and actually a single potency crystal.
How much is a minor healing potion?
4 gold pieces.
You don't need any potions, you got me around.
That's true.
I'm not
I
there
mean-
to laugh at you. Right.
We already have 2.
Okay. We'll leave it off for now. Maybe we'll need it later. Okay. I think I'm gonna do my usual. Go up and do the nightly readings. You know, you gotta make a habit of it. If you don't do the studies every night, you know, you get out of habit.
You will regress.
I've never read in my
Academic
life.
progression.
It shows.
Thugrin, what do you want to do?
Thugrin thinks about going into the shop because the concept fascinates him. Doesn't really grasp this whole, you know, market economy, but it does have all this gold. But there's not a lot that we would really need. I've got myself and my animal.
And
What else would I have?
nature.
Nature?
What else
wait,
do you
wait.
ever
Powers.
want?
No. I go in and buy fishing tackle.
Okay. She's happy to sell you fishing tackle.
And-
Fishing.
Oh, you're one of those vegetarians.
Yeah, this is all for Oakenclaw. Boys got to eat sometimes. Also, it helps me to just pass the time and think. So I will spend some time fishing for Oakenclaw while he rests.
All right.
Lord.
That is
Is there a
8
skill for
8
that?
silver.
8 silver. Here you go.
Yeah, that would be survival. Yeah.
that is surprising that you would fishing, based on what we know about you.
It's a humane fishing
Al-
trap.
al-
It,
al-
like,
also fish for
traps
your
the-
bear who can't fish for himself. But
he like,
dwarves
no,
are weird.
It's a very
We humans
sheltered
cannot
bear.
understand the mindset of dwarves.
It's a very sheltered
Alright, I
bear.
have fishing tackle. But if they like come and follow me and watch me as I do it, like, you know, I throw most of the fish back if I catch anything. If you want me to make a survival check to see if I catch anything, I'm more than happy to.
Go ahead and roll it.
22.
22.
I'm the
You can
best
catch-
fisherman.
You can catch a few fish.
I catch a few fish, I throw most of them back, but probably Oakenclaw looks hungry for one of them. I let him eat the one.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruckus, what are you gonna do?
Oh, so you said it's dinner time.
It is
Is
dinner time.
is our good friendly local bard playing?
Flock the Bard is playing
Thank
badly.
God. I'm at the river.
Bard.
Does the feed mill have a patio? Or some
No,
kind of
not really. I mean, there's you know, people eat inside at the feed mill.
You could bribe him to take the night off.
Hmm.
Yes, I want to try to diplomacy him with drink or food to take a break so that I can try and
Take a break.
perform for the crowd.
Okay. So, drink and food definitely both helps. Make a diplomacy check. 26. You are pretty able to convince him to take a break and go get a couple more drinks. So he's gonna finish this set. It's, the couple other songs he knows that he hasn't played tonight, and then he will take a break. As you finish up with this, Colnral comes up to you and delivers some food that you had ordered, and tells you that Tamley is looking for you.
Oh, okay. Frustrating. I am still denied my chance to play, but I will go off and find
Colnral.
Colnral.
And then and Tamley is here.
Yeah,
she
I'll
is
ask-
sitting by herself at a table.
I'll ask, Tamley, I heard you were looking for me.
Tamley will sort of look up from you can see she's actually got a book, what looks like a ledger, with her, and she says, good, Ruckus. I found something very interesting while I was examining some of Bort's books. I was trying to get a handle on what the situation of the caravan is financially, and it seems that everything is going quite well, actually, that the caravan is certainly profitable, but I came upon a strange entry, and she sort of shows it to you. Can you make me a... so I know you did not take part in examining Bort's books, but do you have a lore or a skill that would make sense for you to make sense a little bit of this?
Of books.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my lore is only Goblin and Theater. What would be the next skill that would be useful?
Society, if you have that.
Yeah, I can do society.
Okay, give me a society check. 11. So you look at it, and you're not able to take or to make much of sort of the financial aspects of it. But she points to a different part than what you're looking at, and she says, "Look, he purchased this," and she produces a wax sealed envelope. He purchased this for a buyer who then, when it was delivered, refused delivery through an intermediary. Very strange. But the entry here says, "For the preservation of bodies." And given the current situation with Bort, I thought, and she hands you the envelope, which is still sealed with wax.
Oh.
Perhaps you can use whatever this is.
Oh, do you think it's magic?
It certainly is. He procured it from a magic dealer.
Oh, we should get Aviana over here as well. Where is she? She's just upstairs, right?
Yeah.
And you would know, you can identify magic with occultism.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
You certainly have the capability to identify. A 19 is good enough. So you open the envelope here, and you pull out what is clearly a magic scroll. It is a scroll of gentle repose at 5th level.
Whoa. That's a very high.
How long does that one? Does that mean it lasts longer?
It makes the duration unlimited.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So
And it will prevent a corpse from decaying and from being transformed into undead. And yeah.
But this is sealed. This has not been used before.
It has not. And it can be used by a spellcaster of arcane, divine, occult, or primal.
So everyone, pretty much.
Everybody. It is on everybody's spell list.
Oh wow.
Interesting. I wonder who is trying to buy it.
She says, I can't make out. He put many of his buyers and sellers in code, and I can make out the buyer as someone in Absalom, but the seller as someone in Absalom, but the buyer, I can't make heads or tails of it, but it seems to be well abandoned, and well, if it could be used to keep Bort from turning into a puddle in the cellar, I was hoping it would be something of that nature.
I can help you with that. Why don't I go and try and help preserve Bort's body? We live in an age of miracles. Who knows?
I would appreciate it greatly.
Maybe when he's done fighting a whatever god or demon he is dealing with in the afterlife, he'll rejoin us.
She says, if only Pharasma were so generous.
Okay, yeah, what do I have to do to
Can you cast a 5th level spell from a scroll?
You sure can. It's on a spell list.
Wow.
yeah.
But
You
like,
can-
if you just get a scroll for like a 9th level spell, as a 1st level character, you could cast it if you had the components.
Yeah, it would cost you a bajillion gold. You don't even need the components. It would cost you a bajillion gold,
Wow.
sure.
Are you
Right.
underestimating my ability to cast these spells, Aviana? That is so you. I too can read, sort of.
This is all you're, by yourself with this.
Yeah. No, I'll go. I'll cast the spell on the body for her.
All right. So you take the scroll, you begin to read from it, and as you read out, and this only takes you about 18 seconds. It's a relatively short scroll. This is a 3-action spell. You go through it, and the spell itself just practically disintegrates, or does disintegrate in magic as you read through the spell, read through the scroll, and when you're done, you can feel stronger magic than you have ever cast, just leaving through you. You are casting the spell. This is like any other occult spell you cast, and it takes hold on Bort's body, and you can actually see there's a little bit of puffiness here and there. It just sort of, and his body was, I believe, gray. He was a bit discolored, and you can just sort of feel it take hold in his body.
Wow.
And that's how you do that.
Neat.
Oh, is it too late? Did I miss my chance to play for the dinner crowd?
You head back up, and you can see that Flonk is he's about halfway through his first of 3 mugs.
Jeez.
So the stage is unoccupied.
Oh.
Excellent.
It's your chance.
Can I use the
Everyone in this town is a drunk. Almost.
Yes.
Oh, they would be if they had to listen to that song every night.
It is.
Can I try to do
It's
a
basically the
performance
same
for
thing.
the
in
crowd?
every- Yeah, make a performance check.
Come on, this is my moment.
22.
Hey.
So
Papa.
it might be an exaggeration to say that no one in this building has ever heard anything as good as your music. That's probably not true. There are probably other people in this town who are, good at singing in their casual way, right? And they're probably better than Flonk the Bard. But tonight you show them what a skillful bard with completely usable instruments
Yes.
can actually do, and also who is not totally drunk. That helps too. So I mean, the crowd is clapping with you, and when it's appropriate, they cheer when you're done. And you can see that Flonk is a little annoyed that you have shown him up, and he actually just leaves in a huff.
Oh,
Ooh.
I hope I have not destroyed his spirit, but I also hope he does not play again.
So it does give you more time if you would like to continue playing instead
Yeah,
of
I'll
just
play
his
until
food time.
yeah, I will play until it is reasonable for the, people of leaving and it's time for bed and whatnot.
All right.
And who says people don't want to hear a goblin sing?
Yeah, they apparently do, and you can see that, especially like Finnick especially is really into it. He maybe actually knows one or two of the, if you sing songs, one or two of the songs, and he joins in with them. None of the humans do. They don't know him, but he speaks Goblin.
Don't speak goblin. Okay, yeah, that'll be my evening.
All right. Anything else anybody would like to do tonight?
I'll probably brag to Aviana though about my spellcraft before bed.
It's like, look what I did.
Yeah, I mean that scroll was worth about 150 gold if you had to purchase it.
We could have sold it.
But what about your cousin or whatever?
Aye, the cause is more important. To preserve the body.
But we could have made so much money.
So much money. Would have been the right thing to do.
Goodness, the right thing versus money. Ugh. Damn morals.
So the night passes otherwise uneventfully, and the next day dawns, which is the second day of Serenith.
Preparing my spells.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, prepared casters, please use your spell. Please choose your spells. And it sounds like you're intending to go on this. I will remind you because it's been probably a month in real time. What you are going to do if you are meeting Noala is she is going to take you to the location that she believes is where the wolves from session 1, where those wolves came from.
Right.
And she does believe that it will be dangerous. It is more diseased or blighted, certainly, than Etrel's Folly.
We can purchase that will.
How is
Against
Read Aura
disease.
different from Detect Magic?
So detect magic is there any magic in this area that I don't already expect? Yes or no? At higher levels, it can tell you what item it is. Read Aura is, I have this thing. Is it magic? What kind of magic is it? This thing that I am currently holding.
So it's kind of like a weaker identify.
Yeah, sort of. And you can also use the, let's see. Oh, magic is going to get me a million results. There is also an action you can take in adventure mode to to identify magic, I believe.
Yeah, cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, the identify. Sorry, exploration mode, not adventure. Yeah, the identify magic activity in exploration mode.
Okay. I think I got what I want.
I think I'm good. Let's do this.
All right. So you, let me open my correct thing here.
We're going to see what Noala has to say for herself.
For herself. That's kind of accusatory.
Ooh.
Nah, just
You never know.
You never know.
I'm sure that she has plenty to say, but
As a ranger, as a fellow ranger, I'm sure she has nothing to hide.
So you meet Noala at the location where you left her early in the morning, which is, if I remember correctly, up here.
Hey.
She greets you and says, "Good morning." God, she becomes. In my head, she's Australian, and then when we get on, like,
Bye.
when we're actually playing, she becomes a New Yorker. It's very weird. She says,
the concrete jungle.
She says, "Good morning. I'm glad that you have made it here with me. My plan is to go to the place where I found these dead wolves, where I believe you fought them, and we will, from there, we can find the place where I think they come from." And here's Nawala. Are you all prepared for what will be a very difficult, potentially, fight? Well, hopefully not a fight, but a potentially difficult journey of about 3 hours.
I am.
I'm ready.
we are as ready as we will be.
Always ready to
I
rumble.
packed plenty of snacks.
She says, I hope you do not encounter anything we do not encounter anything along the way, but these wolves are vicious, as I'm sure you know. So she will take you back all the way here, just briefly.
There's a ghost.
There's a fire! Put out the fire!
There's the Talmor there. I think that's where I dropped him
It's
to
back.
work on the token. So, most of this stuff is not actually here, but this is to jog your memory of this location.
Sure.
And then from there, she leaves on what is a small game trail that you didn't do any searching for anything like that, I don't believe, way back in episode number 1, session number 1. But she has found this game trail, and she leads you down it. Let's see. And it is about a 3-hour hike in total. It is on foot. She tells you that there's not a lot of point in bringing horses, because you'll be going in not rugged terrain, but you're going through forest, and horses are not particularly good in forest. The first sign that you're approaching the blight is that the plants in the area begin to take on a sickly shade of green and then spots of brown. Soon, the forest begins to smell of sweet rot, and the trees look entirely unhealthy, with pieces of bark peeling off in sticky black strips. And that's, you're not reaching up to touch these things. This is already happening. Eventually, the presence of the rot begins to increase with every step you take. And Nawala turns, slows to a stop, and turns to look at you, saying, "This is where those wolves came from, I'm sure of it. Somewhere ahead is their den, but I will leave that for you to explore. If you need my help, you will find me out here. I'm going to set up snares and make sure nothing gets out of this rotten copse of trees."
So is this like a contained area?
Yeah,
right
so
here?
there is a path that you can continue forward on. Again, it's a small path, smaller than the one that you were following before. But you can kind of look around. It's obvious that you are going toward something that is worse than where you're coming from. You can even without this path, you could probably tell which direction you need to go.
Okay.
She says, "It's the area I believe is just up ahead."
Have you been here before?
I
Further
have.
in?
I have not been further in because she reaches up with her right hand, which you can see is this sort of this strange glove. I'm no good in hand-to-hand combat. I do better by leaving snares or traps. I'm more of a hunter than a fighter.
So we have no idea what we're getting into.
The only way to find out what's going on is by going forward.
We must do it, though. Something's
I would do it
corrupting these animals.
I would do it if I could.
You've led us far. You've done your part, Noala. We'll take it from here and cure this land. Well, I doubt there's any reason for us to be sneaky about it. We're just going in there to purify the corruption, eh?
She says, or at least to learn more about what it is.
To purify it.
We don't even know if we have the capabilities to.
Please do not burn down the forest.
We should probably be a
I
little
have
sneaky.
my herbs and poultices. I can fix it.
We should.
Just put a little band-aid on the tree after you set the forest fire.
I'm thinking that we need to either like go ahead. One of us needs to go ahead, probably me, and see what there is there before we just barge in.
Fine. Would you like help with that?
Can I send my II in as a scout?
Sure. Can your II make what can your II make? Can your familiar make stealth checks? Is that a thing?
It has. What does it have?
It can.
It gets like 3 stats, right? It gets
Ooh,
perception.
Nice.
Let me see. It's not a spell, it's a feat. Familiar. Perception, acrobatics, and stealth.
Okay.
is what it
Yeah,
do.
it has a +6 in stealth.
Nice. That's
Um,
probably good.
Smart idea.
let's see. Let me pull up. Are you gonna do it for me? I suppose.
Yep. It would be a secret check. So your familiar is going to take the stealth action already.
Be careful and let us know what you find.
All right. He says, "Okay, I will be very careful," and he sort of starts making his way forward. It doesn't take too long. It's about 10 or 15 minutes, and you can feel through your connection to him. Well, he's already uncomfortable because this place is creepy. You can feel as he goes, his level of
Discomfort,
distress builds, and then eventually he returns after about another 10-15 minutes, and he says, there's a clearing. I didn't want to go into the clearing, but there's a clearing and a big dead tree with a rotten middle at the end of the clearing.
Did you?
This path ends by going into the tree.
Did you sense any other or hear any other creatures around?
No, it is eerily quiet.
Hmm.
Abnormally quiet.
guess we'd better get to blessing or whatever it is we do.
Guess we're just gonna figure it out.
Chin up, Aviana. I don't think that there's anything that we can't handle.
We got this.
Do you need some inspired courage?
It'll be just fine. Before we go, though, I'd like to take a moment to call upon the powers of the wild. And I'm going to use Call of the Wild to switch out one of my spell slots with Summon Animal.
All right.
Heard in one of your druid spell slots that they summon animal or summon plants and fungi spell at the same level. I also, now that reminds me, I should go ahead and cast Mage Armor.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
You should do that before scary things happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and mark that spell off.
Then as we go forward, I'm going to use the Defend Exploration activity to have my shield raised, and Holly and Mistletoe in the other hand.
Right. How is everyone else approaching?
I will remain alert to danger.
Okay.
That seems like a good activity.
Yes, it seems like a better name for that activity than Scout is.
Is that something that you have to have a special thing for, or is that just something you can do?
Just a thing you can do. Although one person gives the benefit to the whole party.
Okay. Oh, okay. I need to look at all these things because that's something that I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's if on Archives of Nethys, it's under actions.
Okay. Can I be scouting, or like kind of like looking at, or
Perceive actively.
I don't know if that.
Yeah,
would...
yeah. So you can be searching. You can, because like mechanically, if one person is scouting, one person is alert and aware, everybody gets the +1. So you don't need more than one person to do
okay, so it does the same thing.
They do, yeah, they do not
Okay.
stack.
So okay, I didn't know that.
Activities, that's right.
So I will. Yeah. I'll be searching for.
Okay.
Diseased things.
Moving carefully.
Yeah. Actions. Okay.
So it sounds like you are all moving pretty slowly. You are moving about half Thugrin's speed,
Can
Oh,
I?
yeah.
which is practically crawling.
Can I be doing detect magic?
Sure. Yeah, you could be detecting magic.
Bugren, you're slowing us down. Do you mind going a little bit
What?
faster, please?
This is.
Listen,
I'm
I
going
can
as fast
protect-
as I can. This is how fast
You
I
don't have
move.
to keep. You don't have to keep your shield up and jumping at every passing shadow. I will protect you.
I guess I will hustle.
Hustle is not
So
in your.
You can abandon your defend action if you want to go back to your normal speed,
God, yes.
which would allow you to keep up with everyone else's half speed.
Just heavily panting as I'm trying to truck it.
I think you just have to walk normally to get to our half speed, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. If I go just my normal speed, well, if the party is like going slow by doing that, will I need to hustle to keep up with them, or can I just move my
No,
normal
you
speed?
should just be able to
Okay.
walk.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, if we're going half speed, then we're going like 12.5 feet per round or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
If you're going at half speed, you're going at 7.5.
Crawling, moving very slowly. All right, that's what I do. I will abandon my defend action so I can move in pace.
All right. So you all make your way forward. What is the order here? There is room just barely for 2 people to walk abreast.
I'll be 2/3 of the way back.
I will be one of the people in the front.
I'll be right behind Lyra.
I'll be right next to Lyra then.
Okay. Can I be next to Arter and then with Oakenclaw behind me?
I'll be behind Arter.
I'll be somewhere in the middle, so I don't get plucked away in the shadows.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, okay, well then I'll be at the end, where I'm gonna get plucked away in the shadows.
I think you're next to Aviana.
Sounds
So I
good.
have Lina and Lyra, Arter and Thugrin, Oakenclaw, Aviana, and Ruckus.
Yeah, do we want to set ourselves up on this map? Like if we're going that way?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like we're going this way?
No, like we're heading north, I think.
Do it like you're heading west, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Going west.
I will just cut and paste you onto the.
With Lena next to Lyra.
Well, actually, I'll put you in that order.
Ruckus in the back.
He's gonna disappear.
You gonna die?
What are those things in Zork? The Grues are gonna get him.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So you are. That is the order I had you in. You are
That's the right term.
slightly different, but
Yes.
and before you move, I have to. First, I have to open the window that for some inexplicable reason I closed.
Oh, I can see where.
Why did you do that?
That is. Can anybody see through the things,
No.
No.
through the trees? Good.
See.
Past the trees.
Okay.
Except for these trees.
You follow the trail into the heart of this sort of small. So yeah, as you travel, the ground softens and squelches under your feet due to the sticky runoff from the dying plants and trees. As you continue, it becomes quiet, a little more quiet than you would expect, although not totally silent. There does still seem to be a little bit of wildlife. The path eventually ends it opens into an area with tall trees and little underbrush. At the end is a gigantic tree, and the path seems to pass into this tree's roots and downward.
Does it look like anyone has come down this path?
If you all would like to make a survival check, you can determine that.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I'd rather not meet someone inside that I wasn't planning for.
Oh, where did my character?
And I was going to do it as a secret.
Oh,
Oh, yes, I will do it as well.
yep.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
probably
need
worse than what I
to
rolled.
set up a party survival. Macro, I didn't do that. And then let's see, Thugrin. And Lyra. None of you see any tracks of humanoids, although Aviana, you think you do see tracks of what look like wolves or dogs or something similar.
Like going into the tree?
I mean, you have not walked up to the tree, but going that direction, and also coming the other direction.
Is very strange.
The ground is quite soft here, so it's pretty easy for it to hold tracks. That makes you more confident that there are no footprints.
Well, I guess we continue forward.
Yeesh.
All right, you may move forward if you would like.
All right.
Be on the lookout. Rather not be ambushed by wild dogs. Again.
Alrighty, so Aviana. Okay, everybody can stop now. So you, as you approach this sort of clearing, you can see right here, actually, Lina and Lyra see that there is a corpse of a wolf that is decaying, and there are 3 bushes that seem to have wrapped their vines around this corpse.
Ooh, it's like the
And
forest.
as you approach, almost as if by magic, they seem to animate
Oh no.
and leap
No.
to attack you.
Oh,
And got your
no.
We're going to roll initiative as you are
Graham.
attacked by bushes.
Graham, you got your wish. We're not fighting animals this time.
For fighting
forget
plants.
+1 because of the scouting or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody gets a +1 to initiative.
No, not animals this time.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, I didn't click on my character.
No, no.
Here, I will put you in.
I didn't even see what did I roll? 14. Oh, that's better than usual.
Oh no.
Still sounds so
The
soft.
veggies are fighting back.
They sure are. They have come to take vengeance on Thugrin, murdering their cousins.
I understand. This is the nature, the law of nature.
Do they just look like bushes, or what? Do they have teeth?
Oh dang. They really good.
So, no, they do not have teeth. They are, in fact, simply bushes, except they're moving. And
Angrily.
first up is bush number 1. So this one, what is it going to do?
One bush is straddling 2 spaces simultaneously.
It's
Breaking the
cheating.
laws of physics.
It's a cheating bush.
Oh yeah, let me move it.
In this world, that's
Move out
not
of my space.
possible.
Let's see, where would it? I'm gonna roll a d2 to determine.
It's closer to us or farther from us.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll say lower is better for you. Unfortunately, Lyra walked
No.
right up to it.
These can't be bad.
Lena's right there too.
So it
That's true, same
is.
distance.
This is okay. 10 feet. All right. So this bush is just going to move forward, and it is going to. It is going to take vegetative vengeance
Jesus.
on Lyra.
Is that the action name?
No, it is Vine. So a 13 to hit your AC.
I don't think so.
I feel like vegetative vengeance would be
Let
like
me
a
double check.
layer
I don't
action.
even. No.
Alrighty. And then with its second action, it will attempt to hit you again. A 14.
No.
Alright. Is that?
Moved.
Vine whip is
No,
not very
magic. Okay,
effective.
not finesse. Alrighty. Yeah. Vine whip misses twice. Lyra, it's your turn. This bush is trying to murder you. Also,
right
I don't think this has ever happened before. We tied, and I always win ties.
Wow.
Me.
Just FYI.
Okay.
Are you the defending player?
All right. So first, first I'm gonna hunt prey. Hunt the one that is in front of me.
Okay.
And I guess I didn't specifically say my weapons were out. I keep forgetting to do that.
I think everybody's weapons are
That's what, yeah, because I was like, if we were...
You were clearly walking into danger.
Yeah, I was not gonna just, whatever. Okay, so then I'll do the twin takedown.
Doing some tree trimming.
Let's get the twin takedown.
Topiaries.
And
Did I do that
18
right?
will. And 18 will hit. Yep.
Okay.
Wait,
And-
I should check. Yes, 18 hits.
Okay. And
For
then,
9 slashing damage. All right.
Yeah. It's been so long since I have actually been able to. Okay, it's 2 strikes. That was only 1
Yep.
though.
Yeah,
Yep.
you do another one.
Go ahead and make another one.
For the second.
Yeah, you just want to do the normal attack and then do the -2 because you have a bunch of things that make your second attack so much better.
Okay.
A 24 will hit.
Where did the damage go?
If you just
Oh.
click that, then it won't do it. Click to the right there where damage. That should do it.
There we go.
For 7 more slashing
plus-
damage.
Or
So
is
8
it
slashing
8?
damage.
8 slashing, yeah.
All right. You swing down with your sawtooth saber, and you slash off part of this bush.
Yeah,
That's 2
but-
actions.
You can attack again if you want.
Okay. Can I do twin takedown? Is that
I don't.
I can only do it once,
You
right?
can only do it once.
Okay, so I'll just make. And this would be 3rd attack.
But do the name
Yeah.
and then do -4.
Yeah.
Because that's your. Yeah.
A 22 will hit.
Haha!
9 slashing.
Wow.
All right.
This
so
is my element now.
a third attack. You were apparently born to destroy bushes.
Yeah!
With these
Mark.
sawtooth
Um,
sabers.
Wait, how did she rolled? Okay, yeah, never mind. Got it.
She rolled an 18.
18, yeah.
And she's a
Rolled
ranger.
18
She's
Duke,
good at this. Alright, I'm going to command Oakenclaw to take this one down.
Alright.
So I'll have Oakenclaw go over to here and attack the same one that Lyra has been attacking. With his jaws, his mighty bear jaws. Natural 1.
And so Oakenclaw is used
Oh,
to
no.
eating non-bushes. And goes to bite this bush and just
Gets a thorn in his mouth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah.
Oakenclaw, no. My
much
boy.
of a reaction there.
My boy. Okay. Well, the problem is that I prepared a bunch of spells that are dangerous to those around him. So I think all I'm gonna do is just cast an acid splash
Okay.
at this one over here
Okay.
because he's within 30 feet. Yes.
And that is an attack roll.
Yep, it's a spell attack roll. So.
It will have light cover because of Lina and
The
Oakenclaw,
people.
but a 12 will miss either way.
Adding to the corruption of this place, what have I become? That's my turn.
Next is this bush. It is going to move up here,
Oh no, flanking Oaken.
and
Not my bear.
it is going to make a first strike at Oakenclaw.
Oh, no. Not Oakenclaw, no.
Trying, I clicked the thing. It's going to roll a 1, and it will miss.
Get
It
wrecked.
will make a second attack at Oakenclaw for
Ha!
Another one.
another
You
nat 1.
suck.
Okay, that's the bush's turn.
Go Oakenclaw.
So many red numbers this page.
Entirely too many, then should be probable.
Lina. There are many bushes.
There are many bushes.
But this one is your bush.
None of these bushes are my bush.
Uh,
I'm gonna start raging,
These
and
places make you angry.
then I'm gonna attack this one that's been attacked already.
All right.
Don't get a +1. Don't get a +1.
A 23 is going to hit.
Yeah.
You
Jesus.
swing your axe. It is an axe after all, and you destroy this bush.
On the tree.
So you cut it in half, and this just like black sap comes out of it, and even almost just spews a little bit onto Lyra's foot, onto her boot.
Blech.
My
That was an
boot.
accident. I'm gonna try to attack this one.
Okay.
It's okay, I've had worse on my boot.
A 15 is going to miss. You swing your axe at the second bush, and you just right over it.
A lot of things to do, so I am done.
Righty, Arter.
I'm gonna move straight to here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack that bush
All right.
with my fancy new longsword that I have named Last Will.
Ooh.
Very good.
Nice.
And a 19 will hit.
Awesome.
Not asking for any reason. What kind of damage are you doing?
Slashing.
You swing with your sword, and you slash off a vine of this bush.
Okay. That's a bit odd.
Oh,
Mm.
that did that do -6? Okay, there we go.
And I'll attack again.
All right. Another one. Apparently, one is the order of the day. You cut off part of the bush with your first strike, and then with the second one, you realize that your sword is actually a little bit entangled in part of the bush. Fighting vegetation is not what you were trained to do. You were trained more on undead, so you're caught a little bit off guard. That is 3 actions, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty.
This is not like a
Okay.
ribcage.
inspire that courage, and then throw a stone or something.
What are you targeting?
The bush.
Okay.
The center of the bush.
Yeah. So there are some a few. There's not so much rocks, but there are sticks. So the one at the top, did you say?
This one. This is the one I can see.
Okay. Yeah, so a 28 will absolutely hit. 10 damage doubled to
Oh.
20. All right, you hit it.
With a stick.
You hit a bush with a stick.
Jesus.
Bludgeoning damage.
Some leaves fall off.
Wow, these are pretty beefy.
Anyways, that's probably my best roll of the night.
Okay.
And that is 3 actions. Aviana.
I think the obvious choice for this situation is going to be producing some flame.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
Which one are you going to produce flame at?
Probably
top or bottom?
this one
Bottom one?
because I have a clear shot on that one. Because thankfully nobody is standing in my way. Produce flame. But I get +1, right?
Yep. A 20 will hit for 8 fire damage.
Fire damage.
Alright, so you okay, you hit it and you burn off most of the bush. There is just a tiny little bit of it left for its turn.
Super effective.
I guess I can cast shield because that's one action, right? Yes.
Oh, I did them out of order.
It's fine. I'll cast a shield.
Let's see. So this one This one has not taken a turn. Okay. I think I may have. Did I initiative them wrong?
No, this one moved.
This one moved. So you all attacked the one that had not taken an action?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then it is dead. It is now. Well, it's that one's turn anyway, because it's up first. It is going to do a 3-action activity to attack. Oh, let's say Lyra, Lena, Oakenclaw, and Ardor.
Excuse me?
That? Let's do that.
Pardon me?
More people.
So,
Wow.
so this bush just starts swinging all of its vines all around, hitting all
Helicopter.
enemies
Yikes.
within 10 feet with a single attack.
Jesus.
Woo! Woo, doggy!
18.
That will miss me.
That will also
That
miss me.
just hits
Okay.
me because it didn't raise a freaking shield last turn.
So you are Thugrin is
Oh,
not
hit
within
me.
10 feet. Oakenclaw, however.
Oh, Oakenclaw, my poor bear. Yeah, my poor bear gets hit. 7
then-
damage, Lord, my bear.
And then Lena, does that hit you?
Yeah.
So it is 7 damage on anybody that was hit. And that's actually
I'll do Retributive Strike for Lena.
okay.
Not Oakenclaw? Okay.
And then
Okay, sure.
so it was just Lena and Oakenclaw. Did it miss Lyra?
Yes.
Okay. The two of you who got hit. Okay, so Ardor destroys the bush.
I'll do Piercing this time.
You still
Is
killed
the
the bush.
damage by
It had 1
2
hit point.
4?
It is reduced by 4.
So 3.
And Lena and Oakenclaw, you take 1 persistent bleed damage.
Like, excuse me, my bear's bleeding?
Yep, your bear is bleeding. Lyra, it's your turn.
All right. Okay. Can I step am I able to step through Lena's space, or do I have to go around?
You can walk
to
through her
go-
space,
okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go there. 1 action, and I'm gonna do twin takedown on. No, I can't do that. Wait, which one was my hunted prey?
It has been destroyed.
Okay. So
Ardor is standing on it.
twin
You can
takedown
move
is-
and then hunt and then twin takedown again.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll hunt that one, and then I'll do twin takedown.
All right. A 23 will hit for 4 slashing damage.
Okay, and then I'll do the other one at -2. Not -20, that's too much. That will not hit.
And a 12 will not hit. You swing the second time, and it misses the bush. Thugrin.
Oakenclaw takes 1 point of damage, and Thugrin lets out just the most horrid wail. So, is the thing about bleed damage that it can be cured through healing?
So, no. So, you roll a flat check, DC 15. Somebody can take, I think it's 2 actions to describe that they are doing something to help stop the bleeding, or for that matter, Oakenclaw can do it himself. That is probably more efficient. If you can convince me that a bear has a way to staunch his own bleeding, to make an extra check on your turn.
Okay. I'm so distracted by my poor bear. Do I want to do this yet? Oakenclaw, destroy that thing that's trying to destroy you. I'm gonna have Oakenclaw just reel around in full bear fury and attack
All right.
first. So he's gonna first do a Jaws against this little dude. 22.
He will bite and connect for
5 piercing.
a bit of damage. A little bit. He scrapes a little bit. You feel that if you didn't have a bard playing in the background, he might have done no damage to this bush. You're not sure how you know that, but you're pretty sure it's the case.
Well, that frustration from Oaken Claw's ineffective bite drives him forward to a claw attack as a second action. But it's only a 12.
12 will miss.
It's actually a 13 because it's an agile weapon, so...
A 13 will miss.
Right there.
Yeah, it says agile.
Which doesn't
but,
count as being agile.
Well, because he's a monster stat block, so I didn't do it on that one.
Oh yeah, mine are also not doing that.
Yeah, you can put agile in the traits thing, but there's no, like, thing to say, hey, it's agile.
Yeah, it doesn't actually... Okay, so I'll have to add that back if it is a normal attack.
And then Thugrin is... Man, my spells are gonna hurt everybody. So,
Burning hands. Burning hands.
No, I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe this would work. Oh, fuck. Sorry. This is just not... None of these options are great for old Thugrin. He's not going to splash him. He instead is going... Man, I should have really prepared for Produce Flame. Damn. No, I'm just going to raise a shield is my thing. And then I am going to just kind of step back over to here. 5, 10, 15, and I'm done.
This bush is going to make a...
Here's the flat check for Oakenclaw.
Yes.
15 does
15
it, right?
is a success.
Yes! Good bear.
So this bush is going to take a, let's say, a tentative attack at Lyra, and just let's see what happens. 25.
That does hit.
So 10 slashing damage,
That's
and
some
you
damage.
take plus 1. Is it just? Yeah, 1 persistent bleed damage. Let's go for it again. So it's this plus 1 because it's not rolling. So a 16.
No.
And then a third attack. A 31. Which I
Yeah.
assume will crit you. Okay. So you will
But-
take...
Yeah, because is a crit
Okay,
like
sorry.
10 above
Right.
or?
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
should it's actually a 21. Does a 21 crit you? Probably not, right?
No, I have a 19.
Just hits.
Yeah, because that's without the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's just a normal hit then. So another 8 slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and your persistent bleed increases to 2.
So does that mean every round or?
Yeah,
Yes,
we start
every
on
round
turn.
you will take 2 damage. Rules note: this is not normally the case, but it is specific to
Ooh,
this.
I am definitely bloody.
Specific to this.
Good thing
not?
I have 2 hero points, just in case.
My 1 point of damage.
I'm gonna keep those.
I'm gonna move some opposite Oakenclaw.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna attack probably twice. First attack. I get +1. I get a +1.
A 10 is a miss.
Sure. I mean,
Yep.
try this again.
Oh,
And an 11 is also, unfortunately, a miss. So you are apparently distracted by the fact that your arm is bleeding from the last time you were hit by one of these bushes. You swing and you swing again. Go ahead and give me a flat check and a 12. The bleeding will continue. Harder.
I'm moving to here, and we're going to attack. Yeah. Oh man.
You swing your sword, and a 13 will not hit this bush.
All right.
This is a tricksy bush.
Attack number 2.
Flat-footed.
It is 5-footed, still a miss.
Oh man,
11, that, and 11 will also miss.
dang.
Where it was before, I rolled a lot better back there.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. And in case it matters, you do take the bleed damage at the end of your turn, and then immediately after you take the bleed damage, you roll. Although you cannot delay. If you delay, you immediately take the damage. So you can't, like, metagame until
Damage.
somebody does a medicine check on you or something. Ruckus.
Okay. I'm gonna continue. Actually, I need to move because I can't see. What's going? Oh, look at that!
There's another bush.
There's another bush. I'll move here, and then I'm going to inspire courage, and that'll be my turn. Because I think I'm out of.
Can
Actually,
you move anywhere else but that square?
Yes. Doesn't have to. Why don't I just stay over here? See the bush. Don't catch me on fire.
You're
and
like
along the
running in
courage,
front
and
of
that'll be
my-
my thing.
Running back and forth in front of me or something, and I'm like, Ruckus!
Credit.
Ah!
And it is now Aviana's turn.
I'm gonna move here, I think, and that should give me a clear shot on it, right?
Yep.
Produce flame. Now that Ruckus is not running around in front of me anymore.
Ah, the bushes are alive! It's terrifying.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, you are distracted by probably all of your friends bleeding all over the place, I'm going to say. You shoot your bit of flame,
Yikes.
or I think you're probably actually producing it in the square, but it just it gets caught up in all the goo and the sap on the ground, and does no damage to the bush. Lyra.
Whew. So I take the bleed damage at the beginning of my turn, or
End
Yeah.
of your turn, so you get all of your actions. So if you had 2 hit points right now, you could take a full turn before you took the damage
okay.
and went unconscious.
I'm gonna do twin takedown on this,
A 21 will hit,
and then I'm gonna do
7 slashing damage.
my other hit.
You slash the angry animated bush. A 12 though will not hit.
And then I have 2 more
Second action. Yep.
actions.
With a -4 at each one.
So I'm gonna attack again.
19 does hit for 10 slashing damage.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
do my last one.
You take a big chunk out of it.
Same. 9 damage.
Alrighty, and another 9.
I was like, oh,
Alright.
heck no.
Lyra is incredibly effective against plants, apparently.
And then I'm
Um,
like, ouch. Ugh.
Effective against her.
You take 2 damage, and then
Yep.
just roll 1d20.
Okay.
No.
And 11 will not succeed.
So
Do great.
it just means I keep the 2 bleed damage, right? Okay.
Yep, you will take it again next turn.
Alright, I will command Oakenclaw, the beast's master, to rend with jaws and claws. So jaws. Wait a minute. The jaws were bad. No, claws. Claws. Shred it with your claws, Oakenclaw. Because it's in your fucking name. So, claw, first attack, 24 to hit.
24 will hit for 4
Yeah.
slashing
4
damage,
whole slashing damage.
which is good enough to do it, as this push is taken out by a bear.
With claws of wood.
Oakenclaw has lived up to his name. I run over and hug my bear. That's a good bear. That's a good bear.
I'm gonna investigate the plants slash.
Lyra, take 2 damage and roll
Well,
1d20.
I have a turn before her turn.
Okay, yeah, if you would like to do something before
Okay, I'm
she
going
takes
to.
damage.
I need both my hands free to use my my healer's tools. So I'm going to drop my sword and shield.
Okay.
As free actions. I'm going to
Run
step,
over.
and I'm going to administer first aid, retrieving my healer's tools from my bandolier.
Ah, wow. Just because you
Yeah,
had good
bandoliers are really good.
Wow.
They're also great if you like want to be able to pick a lock in combat. 2 actions.
Shit.
But an 11 will not succeed.
It was a good try.
So,
She's bleeding
Lyra,
out too quickly.
take your damage and make a flat check.
Oh, there it is.
Nah,
A
she's
20
fine.
though is good enough, and you stop all of the bleeding.
Woohoo! I have 4
doesn't-
damage. 4
it does not
damage.
just-
4
It doesn't
HP.
just reduce; it stops entirely.
Okay.
So you manage to. You probably, I would guess, like you rip off part of your sleeve or something, and you wrap it up and manage to get the bleeding to stop.
Cool.
I am going to ignore Lyra completely and treat wounds on my bear.
What a...
He's gonna run. Lyra's like bleeding, and he's gonna run past Lyra.
I have
and go,
like
"Okay,
4
Claw."
hit points, and you're like,
I'll
oh my
get-
god, okay, Claw!
I'll get to you in a second.
Pushes her out of the way.
While she's trying to wrap her arm.
Into the vines.
I'll try to treat Lyra's wounds.
Wait, well, I'm gonna try and stop my own bleeding because nobody apparently wants to.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
that's right.
Oh,
you
you're
were,
bleeding?
You were also bleeding. Yeah.
I am also bleeding.
We're fine.
Well,
though.
at least you're not at 4 hit points. Hopefully.
Did somebody roll?
I thought
it was Oakenclaw that saved.
No, Oakenclaw is
He's well.
No longer
he's a
bleeding.
little bit
Right,
damaged,
he,
so
he was the one. I thought because I remembered somebody saved. It was Oakenclaw that saved.
Right. I'm gonna do the regular 15 DC for Oakenclaw's treat wounds.
I'm going to try and stop Linda's bleeding.
Okay.
In the next round.
So I crit on my DC 15 to treat wounds of Oakenclaw.
Yes, you do.
So here's 4d8 for Oakenclaw.
4d8.
18 points of healing. My
So-
bear's back to full.
Lena, go ahead and take 1 damage and roll for this round. You can roll a d20.
And
Unless you
roll-
have unless you have healer's tools, in which case you could help yourself, but I don't think you do.
rub some dirt on it, like my coach always told me.
A
Apparently didn't
7
work.
is unfortunately not successful.
But
But
another
with
one
it-
because I got a 23, right?
Yeah, with a successful roll, you can take
Take
1 and then roll twice.
Oh, they get another roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this turn, you can roll 2 times. A 9 and a 14, neither of which will succeed. Arter, would you like to attempt to help again?
Okay. Well, I'm treating 10 minutes of Oakenclaw's wounds, so I ignore all of this going on. That's a crit success.
Natural 20. There's no benefit on a critical success, but
I like to I can't help but imagine that Lena is sitting on the ground. Arder has like a roll of bandages and is treating the wounds. And as soon as he has patched
Bandages.
one, another basically a blood leak springs out another part of her arm.
So your first one will fail, which means you take 1 more damage. But the second one, you roll a 20, and you eventually, the 2 of you working together are able to stop this bleeding.
Can I recall knowledge on the bush things?
Sure. They would be. Let me look at these guys. I closed there. This is faster. Okay, I assume this is just nature. It is a plant, which sounds very much like nature.
I would like to try to recall. Are we able to use the?
Yeah, so you can always use other things that are
Right, but are we using archetypes right now?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
no?
yeah.
I would like
I
to-
did not ask you to tell you could add them but not use them. That would be silly.
I would like to recall some books I've read at some point and use Lore Master lore instead.
Okay, what is your Lore Master lore bonus?
8.
Yeah, so this is known as a. They are not entirely unheard of. They are known as bloodlash bushes.
Seems like a on-point name.
They are typically found in hot or temperate environments. They do need light to thrive. Yeah, and they are like kind of just plants. Weird
Are
plants.
these like
that can
weird
attack.
ones?
No, they are naturally occurring.
Do they? I mean, like, do these like look sickly? As
Oh,
opposed to
yes,
what, like,
they
a
do.
normal
Yes.
one?
These particular specimens, yes. And there is, it's not on the map here, but there is the corpse of a wolf as well.
Do they normally feed on animals? Like, are they scavengers or something?
Yes, so they feed specifically on blood.
Oh, okay.
Or they not exclusively, but it is a thing that they
So
definitely
these
get
aren't,
nutrition from blood.
Unnaturally vampiric bushes.
No, they are naturally
They are.
vampiric bushes.
Okay.
They, I mean, the things that they typically do, they actually have an ability where a tendril will reach out to a person and suck their blood, and they will regain vitality, as if they were, say, a blood seeker or a vampire, but they are just plants.
Yeah, I'm gonna inform everybody that, you know, these, although are corrupted, this is their normal behavior.
I'm just spending 10 minutes healing my
The-
poor bear.
Can we see that there are steps in the tree?
Yes, so you can see I will say it is not actually steps, but that is sort of to illustrate the fact that it does go down under the roots. It is a
ramp.
worn sort of natural surface path.
Big as the hole.
It is. I think it actually tells me. I think it's about 5 feet across.
I'd like to like glance around and see if I can,
Easily without having to worry.
if anything.
Oh yeah, you can
I can.
definitely go through.
Exactly.
Uh,
Maybe somebody should heal Lyra.
I'm getting around
You gave
to
me-
it. Let me fix my
that-
bear first.
That's 7 hit points, right?
That's 7 hit points.
Okay. So now I'm still bloody, but less bloody.
I'd like to look
Appreciate it.
around and see if anything was drawn to the area with all the noise of fighting, like wolves.
I will make you a perception check. You look around, and everything other than some bleeding people and some destroyed plant
I'd
life.
just rather us not get snuck up on while
yeah.
we're trying to like tend to wounds and things like that.
Nope, nothing seems to be investigating or anything along those lines.
Okay.
Do you want to lay on hands, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right, get another 6.
Okay. Alright. I am just no longer bloodied.
If we manage to go an hour without seeing any more action, I can treat wounds again.
Yeah, we'll see
Has
that.
it been 10 minutes? Is my bear okay now?
Yeah, if
Should
nobody
make
else
heal.
is doing anything that requires immediate attention, yes.
Alright. Move aside, human. Let me show you how a real medic does it. And I would like to increase the
she
DC
is-
20.
She is immune.
Jeez.
your.
It's not been an hour yet?
Nope. Not unless you want to wait an hour. Nobody said they want to wait an hour. It has been 10 minutes.
Oh no, I treated wounds on Oakenclaw.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna treat wounds on Lyra.
I already treated one.
Arter did.
Yeah.
Oh, you're immune to
And
any application of free wounds.
It's not yours. It's anybody's.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well.
Well, you can heal me. Just saying, if you want to.
I see.
Well, we can either kind of wait an hour and see what happens, or we can just.
I've also got a
You're like,
spell.
whatever.
I suppose I could use on
Hello.
you.
20,
Hello.
30 minutes and get three lay on hands. 3 lays on hands. Which would be 18 hit points.
Layings of hands.
What are you what?
I say we rest here in the forest.
It'd be lay on hands.
Yeah, that's
Because you have to pluralize the hands, which is already plural. That's why it's hands. Obviously.
Lays. Chips on hands. Oakenclaw and
But you can't have
Thugrin.
this one.
Oakenclaw and Thugrin will stand watch as Arter prays a bull bunch to restore Lyra's hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Alright. You get layers on hands, and you get layers on hands, and you get layers on hands.
Everybody gets laid.
So yeah, I'll just spend 30 minutes, sure.
All right.
Brain.
Less than an hour.
I'll heal Lena once and Lyra twice.
So that's 12 to me. Is that what?
That is right.
All right, I'm pretty much back up.
Half
So,
an hour
okay.
and many prayers to Iomade later. Do you take an extra 10 minutes to refocus again?
Yes.
All right. Nothing untoward or otherwise violent happens to you in the intervening time.
While we're doing that, I do want to pop a quick detect magic on the wolf corpse. Or the pulse out, basically.
It is, you cast Detect Magic and you get no results.
Strange. Strange indeed. Well, I suppose we best keep moving. Determine what the source of this corruption truly is.
Alright.
I guess
Arter.
let's press on.
Arter is going to take point.
I will take point.
I'll stay behind you.
I will have my shield, and I will carry a lantern in the other hand.
All right.
I'll also have my shield up.
Unless someone else wants to be light bearer.
You do it so well.
Well, if I carry the lantern in one hand, I'll have to hit somebody with it before I can attack them with my axe.
Right.
That's fine. I'll do that. I'll carry my lantern.
But it's my lantern.
I bought my own lantern.
Yeah, but surely it should be someone who doesn't specialize in, using both of their hands.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 weapons, so.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll carry my lantern. Alright, let's go.
As the spellcasters fail to volunteer to carry light,
Oakenclaw
the
can.
people who are materially affected
Thugrin can.
by having to carry light.
Thugrin can't
will do
either.
so.
Why not?
He has a shield, and he has to have his holly and mistletoe out, okay?
Why?
I mean,
tie
I
it
can carry
around
light, but I'm in the
Oakenclaw's neck.
back, right? Does that
I
help?
also have
I mean,
dark
how
vision.
big is the light range?
Can't you put, like, thread your holly and mistletoe through, like, the lantern?
It'll get burnt. You don't understand the ways of druidic magic.
Like
Is
the
that-
essential oils will be like more dispersed.
It's
Okay.
30
Because of the
feet
heat.
bright light, 30 feet dim light.
It's pretty far.
I could
Okay.
carry
pretty
it. I
far.
mean, as long as I have one free hand for my instrument.
Yeah, if Aviana could just be somewhere in the middle and carry that lantern, that would be a big help.
Let's do that.
Thank you.
Put the light on my square.
Ah!
Everything went dark.
So, and you
What?
can tell, obviously, that the light in this area is going to be relatively low. So I'm going to turn off daylight mode. And does anybody, let me check to make sure nobody else has lighting. Nope.
It's kind of fun to play a game where light matters.
Yeah.
I have dark vision. I don't know if I have to do anything so that functions on the map.
Yeah, so you will be able to see no matter what. Oh, nothing, Lyra. Thing. Okay, good. So, lighting daylight mode. All right. So you should. Yeah, so it should be. Can you see
No.
the light from Aviana? So that's the issue, is she cannot get light past Arter.
Oh, I see.
Because I can see where it ends, because the path turns leftward.
Okay, for some reason I couldn't see it, but I moved my token and now I can. All right. So does the map actually continue?
It does. So I can move you forward, and it is actually dim light. I just want to actually, you know what? Let me just do a range around Aviana, because it's really only the dim light that matters anyway. The light off, because there is low light for reasons that are totally normal in the ground. I want
I like how you said totally normal.
aura of 30 feet and aura
It
2
is
of
Normally
60.
dark underground, so I don't know why you said it like that.
Actually, no, so 60 feet. Oh yeah, no. The weird thing is that there's light. Well, but it's not. That's not blocked by the. It's annoying. I cannot. There's no way to have it. Light multiplier. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to like manually do this. I will turn the lights back on.
Turn the lights off. Carry us home. Na 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 na.
Okay. At some point, that aura around Aviana will probably disappear. Since I turned it off, I don't know why it's still there. Reload the page. No.
I am the light bearer.
There we go. That's what it was. Let me check this dynamic lighting. Okay, yeah, it's because it's okay. So the narrow tunnel is slick with foul-smelling mud. I'll move you, Arter. It leads down into a cramped den lit by a shimmering pool of oily water. The chamber stinks of wet fur and sickness. Next to the pool, between the gnarled and dying tree roots, is the rotting carcass of what have what must have once been a truly gigantic wolf. Nosing around it is a pair of hairless mutant wolves, their bodies deformed by large pustules and tumors. Although they have no eyes, they clearly detect your presence, for they
What?
turn their heads at you and
No.
snarl.
No.
So I'll leave it up to all of you. We can do this fight, or we can pick up there next time.
I think that's a good pickup point for
Yeah,
these
sure.
eyeless,
so, too.
snarling wolves. Holy fuck.
I will move you there.
Uh,
You can get a little bit of the lay of the land, Arter.
yeesh.
Lord.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
I'm
Careless, eyeless,
Thugrin is
pustule
not okay.
riddled wolves.
Blech.
Thugrin is very not okay.
Blech. Now what's Thugrin gonna do?
Cry. Spend an action to cry. Just
You're
big,
literally just gonna
welled
sit
up
down and be
tears,
like, ah!
getting into his beard and everything.
At what has happened to nature.
But they're diseased, so it's okay to kill them, right?
It's a mercy killing.
Thugrin will still cry. Okay, Thugrin's not afraid to cry. Just preemptive tears. For next time on the Fall of Plaguestone.